Yo, yo, what up, and welcome back to the trees. I'm gonna try and keep this as quiet as I can. About to say I'm in a house full of people right this second. That I don't want to disturb anyone. So that if y'all are used to watching these loud YouTubers, I'm gonna try to tone it down just a little bit. But enough me rambling. Let's get into this. My name is KJ, and we are going to be on NBA 2K20. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a throwback, but it's for something that I made called the KJBL, or the short for the KJBL Basketball League. And without further ado, let's get into the teams. I could only user edit 3, so we no longer have the Bucks, Sixers, or Bulls. They've been replaced by actually, let's get into it. Here's the Sixers replacement, the Hartford Eagles, who are led by shooting guard Dante Cotton, along with Terrell Nash, Christian Burke, Damian Barry Carroll, big man Howie Wagner. So their sixth man will be Tyrone Montgomery. One of the expansion teams I added in, the Baltimore Barons, who are led by small forward Mac Valentine, along with Randolph Kane, Neil Dixon, Jalen Ross, and Preston Sampson, with sixth man J.C. McLeod. The Bucks replacement, the Louisville Phoenix, who are led by power forward Damon Hill, along with sixth man Andy Jamison, big man Max Longley, Jonathan McLeod, Wade Hart, and Alfred Chapman. Keep hitting the wrong joystick, but that's okay. It's like 9:30 at night. Then the replacement for the Bulls, the St. Louis Stampede, got Tyrone Bullard as the center focus for this team, along with six-man Chad McMillan, power forward Jeremy Murphy, big man Dana Jamison, then Stan Sharp and Rudy McMillan. For the first of the teams that I could not edit because it told me user edited teams has reached its maximum, please take away one of the other ones. Got the Cavs, led by small forward Marvin Hunt, Dedrick Ware, six-man Jamal Payne, Wes Marks, Roderick George, and big man Martin Underwood. For the Celtics, they're led by Chucky Wagner, along with six-man O.J. Sullivan, big man Clyde Ward, and Gabriel Dunleavy, Frank Myers, and Leroy Wade at the point. On to the Clippers. We got Ben Levens, six-man Jermaine Best, Dexter Wilkins, Andre Drew, Donnell Andrews, and Roland Ryder at the 2. Another one of the expansion teams, we have the Pittsburgh Force, who have Phil Meyer, Sam Pearson, Frank Castro, Joseph Lane, sixth man Warren Murray, and last but not least, small forward Mel Chase. If I could speak today. For the Grizzlies, we have Hal Doyle, Arthur Graham, Rick Ellis, Ruben Lucas, Finn Williamson, and Sean Jones. And I'm just trying to get to the point now. It's taking forever. For Atlanta, we got Evan Vaughn, Jeffrey Carlisle, Chester Bishop, Leon Sheldon, Nathan Jeffries, and sixth man Reed Stevens. For my favorite team, the Miami Heat, we got point guard Donnell Collins, Jamal McKnight, Brad Alexander, Tom Harrison, Cody Daugherty, and Dylan Gooden. For the Hornets, we got Jonathan Hamilton, Ricky Hardy, Stanley Cole, Aaron Stevenson, Wayne Reed, and sixth man Glenn Little. For the Jazz, we got Leroy Wade, who I think I accidentally put in here twice. Please don't screw me for that. It took me 6 hours to actually put this thing together. So for the Jazz, we have Leroy Wade, Marvin Sullivan, Bob Johnson, Jack Buford, Willis Webb, and Austin Tatum. For the Kings, we have Ben Posey, Jacob Saunders, Wendell Holloway, Jackson Posey, Sidney Foster, and Cam Benjamin. There we go. For the Knicks, we have Terry McGetty, Lee Bell, Marcus Hamilton, Willie Newman, Seth Simon, and Guy Matthews. For the Kansas City Knights, we have Malcolm Price, Larry Hunter, Lloyd Brady, Terry Gray, Eddie Jeffries, and Dwayne Calloway. For the Lakers, we have Thomas Geiger, Lloyd White III, Troy Wall, Jamal Turner, Lionel Warwick, and Stanley Keefe. For the Magic, we have Owen Hart, Dylan Griffith, Benjamin Swift, Travis Dawkins, Chad Jackson, and Bell Perkins. For the Mavericks, we have Bryant Sims, Leonard May, Anthony Knox, Alden Bayless, Zach Patrick, and Danny Patrick. For the Nets, we have Howie Byers, Gerald Black, Norm Morgan, Aaron Griffith, Jeffrey Arnold, and Ellis Keefe. For the Nuggets, we have Henry Adrian, Corey Bosch, Ross Nelson, Kobe Rush, Jess Bellamy, Abe Hayward. For the Pacers, we have George Marshall, Todd Bell, Lyle Carlisle, Dave Kennedy, Lynn Bush, and Edward Chambers. Not Edwin. The Pelicans, we got Victor Cheeks, Sylvester Powell, Earl Washington, Lowell Marks, Art Solomon, and Floyd Reed. For the Pistons, we have Joe Rivers, Sylvester Rush, Gabe Meyer, Connor Conley, Lamar Clayton, and Antonio Anderson. For the Raptors, we have Barney Moncrief, Lee Burke, Theodore Sharp, Courtney Jefferson, Troy Tucker, Leo Stevens, and Leo Levins. Then for the Ravens, we have Leo McDaniel, Mark Castro, Marty Felder, Ted Riley, Bradley Watkins, and Gabriel Reese. For the Rockets, we have John Henderson, Terrell Miller, Jackie Keller, Brandon Ferguson, Damian Stevens, and Quinn Isley. For the Spurs, we have Ed Underwood, Abe Bowman, Lyle Carlisle again. I guess we put him in here twice. Del Ware, Willie McCoy, and AJ Malone. Unless, I guess it can happen. 2K can put guys with the same name. For the Virginia Storm, we got Cody Hayward, Tommy Howe, BJ Booker, Irvin Love, Damian Hutt, and Keon Monroe. Suns, we got Travis Lawson, Damian Alamond, and Dennis Matthews, Bruce Wolf, Jackson Gibson, and Nelson Strickland. For the Surf, we have Murray Justice, David Paul, Gus Black, Anderson Mason, and Sylvester Elliott and Junior Waters. For the Thunder, we have Rasheed Watson, Vince Farrell, Stevie Peterson, Alfred Riley, Steve Bowman, and Lonnie Lambert. For the Timberwolves, we have Kyle Bosch, Dennis Rush, Chase Slaughter, Mitch Knox, Rex Newman, Robert Gibbs. For the Blazers, we have J.J. Graham, Henry Buford, Willie McDaniels, Bobby Copeland, Peter Roy, and Ron Reynolds. For the Dubs, we have Gary Paxson, Blake Saunders, Claude Gilbert, Corey Dawson, Frederick Wilcox, and Guy Ferguson. And lastly, for the Wizards, we have Darryl McLeod, Patrick Tucker, Randolph Oakley, Sebastian Crawford, Eugene Levens, and Travis Houston. So if you actually watched through that, please, this video may or may not get better, I don't know, so please stay. And drop a like, because it took me over 6 hours to put this roster together, because I don't know what in the world I'm doing. And that felt weird there, because I'm so used to I'm so used to cussing, so I'm trying to do a lot better with that. So yeah, this took me 6 hours to put together, so please comment down below who you think is going to take season 1. And please subscribe to the channel, as it would help a lot. Also, drop a like if you managed to sit through all that. And without further ado, if you want to skip past this part too, that works. But the rules for the actual deal, we are going to be stopping every move that teams will make during the season to keep up with the movement in the league, as I am the commissioner of the KJBL. So, what's again wrong? Joystick. Without further ado, let's get into it. For the playoffs also, I'm just gonna forewarn you guys, it's not all 7-game series. I don't even think we have any. I think it goes first round with 1 game, then best of 3, best of 5, and then the finals is also a best of 5. Still an 82-game season with 12-minute quarters. I will not hop into watch any games unless they are closer playoff games. So I guess I will see you guys at the first trade made in the KJB Cat Basketball League. Well, I guess since we don't have anybody making any trades right now, I guess I figured I'd show you the all-star teams, Team Corey and Team Donnell. So for Team Corey, of course, we have Corey Dawson, along with Jackie Keller, Dennis Rush, Lionel Wark, and Joe Rivers. For the starters, for the reserves, we have Lyle Carlisle. That's a mouthful. Ross Nelson, Norm Morgan, Dwayne Reed, Lee Burke, Jeffrey Carlisle, and Ed Underwood. Of course, for Team Donnell, we have Donnell Collins, Mac Valentine, Randolph Oakley, Rasheed Watson, and Max Longley. Coming off the bench, we have Marvin Hunt, Floyd Reed, Evan Vaughn, Hal Doyle, Larry Hunter, Damian Barry Carroll, and Andre Drew. Well, as you can see here, simulated for another like 10 seconds after I'll shut the recording, we'll pause the recording. no one made a single trade this season. So I guess we'll roll into the All-Star break here, where we'll simcast the Rising Stars until like the final minute of the game. We'll watch All-Star festivities as well. Not full games, but like not full rounds and stuff either. But we'll watch like the last minute or so. I'll be back with that here in a second. I accidentally just turned the camera back on before I could switch sides. I didn't know it was going to give me one. Game not very close. As you can see, Team USA ran away with it. But we're going to sit here and we're going to see what Team World can do in these last couple minutes, as I cannot hold the camera still, my phone still at all. So there's that guy. I didn't catch what his name was. Here's number 49, screen from 36. So I'm not catching what anyone's name is. I'm not listening. 49 continuing his ISO, and he puts it up and in for Team World. And here's Morgan, or number 47, past to number 27 down low, who just bullies his way through a double team. I'd assume that's why Team USA is up here with 30 seconds to go by 37. So, yeah, like I said, not really a close game, but that was a horrible mismatch for, I believe, Page. I think is what the announcer said, but number 36. It's a horrid matchup for him down low, as Team USA just demolished Team World 118 to 81 here. But yeah, there was nothing to watch. But I hopped this in anyways for a little bit of basketball, so it didn't get too boring here. I still can't hold my phone still. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star game where Team Corey is up in a close one here on Team Donnell with the ball. Actually, no, that's kind of ass backwards. Team Corey shows red. Oh, they're wearing the blue jerseys. Team Donnell wearing the red jerseys while it's showing blue. But this is a 4-point game. So it's a nice finish here in the All-Star game. There's a really deep three there. What was Vaughn doing? And Collins the hit there for Team Donnell to bring this game back within 2. And Burke is going to miss that rebound by Reed. Up to Vaughn. Vaughn shoots it off. Nelson with the board up to Burke. As they foul the injured Burke. With 18 seconds to go. Team Corey with the ball. Rivers going to the line here. See if he can put it away. As he hits the first one to make it a 3-point game. And Rivers up with the second one. It's also good. Now 2-possession game. Timeout, Team Donnell. Come on. And Lionel Warwick is the player of the game. I guess he'd technically be the All-Star MVP. Here's Collins. Oakley for range, and that's off. There's Lionel Warwick. He will be going to the free throw line. And I cannot hold the camera straight. Get it to save my life. I was told I had to hold the camera straight for more than 5 minutes, or I'd be bonked and put 6 foot under. I'd be bonked and put 6 foot under within 30 seconds. As Lionel Work can only make 1, but the game is over. 107, 102 with... Yeah. The game is over. Final score, Team Corey 102, Team Donnell. And Team Corey 107, Team Donnell 102. As it is a great game for the All-Star break. And I will be back with your season award winners and all teams here in a little bit. Well, we've made it to the end of the season where Lakers, I assume big man, right? Yep. Where Lakers big man Lionel Work takes home the first KJBL MVP award, averaging 17, 9, and 4 with a steal and a block per game, shooting 45% from the field, 73 from the line, and nearly 32% from range. Technically, this is the inaugural season, so everybody is a rookie. So that makes sense that he'd win both MVP and Rookie of the Year. The inaugural 6th Man of the Year is Lakers small forward Stanley Keefe. averaged 13, 6, and 3 with a steal and a block a game. Shooting 41% from the field, 68% from the line, and 25% from 3. Your defensive player of the year is Nets center Jeffrey Arnold, who averaged 13, 9, and 1 with over a steal and 2 blocks per game on some pretty efficient shooting. Also, technically most improved doesn't mean anything because everybody is technically a rookie and this is their first year in the league. As Chester Hodges will bring home Coach of the Year, coaching his team to both second in the conference and division and power rankings, which means their division rival beat them out for first place in the conference. So your All-NBA first team is Donnell Collins, Joe Rivers, Marvin Hunt, Norm Morgan, and Lionel Work, who was your MVP. Second, Rasheed Watson, J.J. Graham, Damian Barry, Carroll, Floyd Reed, and Dwayne Reed. Third team, Larry Hunter, Gary Paxson, Jackie Keller, Corey Dawson, and Max Longley. Your all-defensive first team is Isaac Green, Donnell Collins, Jamal Turner, Aaron Stevenson, and Jeffrey Arnold, who was your D-boy. Your all-defensive second team was Travis Lawson, Ray Jackson, Willie Newman, Corey Dawson, and Max Longley. And all-rookie team really doesn't matter because it should be the first, the same as the others. So I believe this will be our first game here. Yes, Celtics Barons. Now we'll be back with if we have a close game or not. Well, the game wasn't close as the 6-seeded Celtics blow out the 3-seeded Barons. What is our next game? Force and Pistons. I'll be back if we have a close game. Well, this one's actually close with this first round matchup, which are 1-game series. Detroit is going to go back up 107-99 here, trying to shut down the Pittsburgh Forces comeback. Also, as well, I forgot to mention this. Probably should mention it when we get to the draft, but I'm just going to mention it now. Instead of having guys sit overseas, I've just added how many years they're going to be overseas to their age. And since I put everyone down 10 because the level in this league's not as high as it is in the NBA right now. We're not getting the high talent to come this direction. Put everyone down 10, but after I did that, I put the guys with overseas contracts all up 2 points in each stat category as Pittsburgh brings the game back down to 8. But I think Detroit has this game in the bag. Yeah, Detroit has this game in the bag. I will see you here in a second. As yeah, the game finished with the same score we left off on, 111-101. Not a terrible game here. On to the next one. Well, we're back here with 80 seconds left in this game, where the Spurs are trying to put the MVP out in the first round. And 2 misses down under. There's a 5-point game here. Make it a 3-point game as the Lakers are not wanting to go away. Spurs trying to take this first round game here, as first round once again is only a game long. And there's Lionel Work, who is injured. The whole Lakers team looks like they might be injured here. Your sixth man of the year, Keith. He's in there. It's a 1-point game with 33 seconds to go in LA. Man, there's a dog outside whining because it wants in the house because it's nighttime. It's a 3-point game in LA. The dog's not inside because it probably went to the bathroom in the floor. So I don't know, I'm not downstairs. I'm upstairs in my room with my door closed. Dog does not seem happy. Ed Underwood is the player of the game. Here for San Antonio. He's the MVP in the game here. I see the sixth man's in the game. Is that work there? Yeah, probably. And back to a 1-point game. They're going to Keith here in the clutch. Timeout San Antonio. Nobody has any left. So LA is going to need to foul here to have a chance to do anything. And here's what number 9. I don't know his name. I didn't see his name pop up at all. Oh, it's Ed Underwood. And he hits both. This is now a 3-point game. You have 12 seconds to get it done. Here in the hands of Geiger. To Wall. Wall launches. No. And that is it for your MVP out in the first round. 110-107. Spurs upset the Lakers here in round 1. Once the Blazers-Ravens game here wraps up, the Blazers get blown out 120-95 in the first round as the Ravens will advance. Well, I guess we're coming in here with Damian Hunt at the line for Virginia. Tie game at 107 here between Hartford and the Virginia Storm. And winner of this game will play the 6th-seeded Boston Celtics. As Virginia now up 2 from the clutch free throws from Damian Hunt. And here's Cotton. Cotton going to work here. Cotton down in the paint. Good from Cotton. Tie game at 109 here with 28 seconds to go. From, I believe, Virginia's based in Virginia Beach. It might be based in Richmond, I am not sure. But Damian Barry Carroll right now is the player of the game for Hartford. So ball's in the Haywood, who is going to, I assume, hold until we have a lower shot clock here. Down to 7 seconds on the shot clock, 10 now in game. And that's up, no good. Time out. Hartford with 3 seconds to win the game. Virginia cannot foul on the game-winning shot attempt here if they want to force OT, which we will go back to Simcast for. And if one team just runs away with it, we'll let it stay at Simcast. Gotta get it in here. Off the inbound. There we go. I believe that was Barry Carroll. And it's no good, just barely off from Virginia. Hartford will pull off the upset and play Boston, the 6th seed, as both these 2 and 3 go down in the first round. As this game comes to an end, the Atlanta Hawks, number 1 seed in the East, will be facing the 4th seeded Detroit Pistons in the second round. Well, here, coming down the stretch, Suns could not get it pulled back close enough. Comeback effort failed. The Nuggets will be advancing to face Spurs as our last first round matchup. It's here between the Kings and the Rockets. And as this one winds down, this game was never close. The Rockets will be advancing to the second round. And this is what the playoff bracket looks like, with San Antonio upsetting the MVP and both the 6 and 7 seeds moving on to the second round. While in the 6 seed Spurs continue their Cinderella run, upsetting the Denver Nuggets 2-0 in the second round. Well, the Hawks will eliminate the Pistons to move on to the conference finals. Big time margin with the 2-0 sweep for the Hawks. Well, I failed to hop into this one because at 1 second left with a tie game, it said the Celtics were eliminated, which means the 7-seeded Eagles will advance. But what actually happened here? Barry Carroll with the game winner as time expires. Congratulations to the Eagles. They'll move on to face the 1-seeded Hawks. Well, here we are, winner go home game 3 here in the second round. I did not miss this one like I did at the end of the Eagles-Celtics game. I hit the wrong button for that one. But it's a 5-point game between Vancouver and Houston. Late shot clock. That's a foul. Damn. So I'm going to skip the free throw routines and I'm going to move the camera up too high. My bad. And Reese will also put in the second one. This is now a 3-point game. Ugh. And that's exactly what you wanted not to do there if you were Vancouver. You sent Houston to the line to make it a 2-possession game. And that's exactly what Houston will do here. Now going up 111-106 with 51 seconds left. I don't know if the announcers can be heard over me in the background, but just for my sake, hope they're not being heard. Offensive rebound. And he'll be going to the line. They needed to really put that one in. And honestly, they need to be taking threes. And number 29, Watkins can't put it in. But he gets the second one to make it a 4-point game. But his game may or may not be over here with 34 seconds to go. It's a 5-point game once again. As Miller's back at the line and misses. Vancouver needs to get a 3 here. Now, Vancouver, what are you doing? McDaniel has just blown the game. Vancouver needed a 3. I don't care if you made 1, you were down 5. Oh. And Holland's going to put this game away at the line here, as it's now a 7-point game with 22 seconds to go. I believe that they have Houston has just put the game away. And the player of the game is Terrell Miller, who got 31 this game. Hell of a performance to close out the series from Terrell Miller. And that is the end of the game here. 114 to 107. Well, the conference finals have been settled here. We got 1-seeded Houston against 6-seeded San Antonio, and 1-seeded Atlanta against 7-seeded Hartford. Let's see how they play out. Well, I just missed another clutch finish as the Spurs tried to pull off a comeback. I could not get the button for the sim speed to slow down. And I missed it as the Rockets will pull off a 3-0 sweep on the Spurs, handled them nicely to advance to the KJBL finals. Well, with this one winding down, we can see the 7-seeded Eagles advancing to the finals to play the Houston Rockets. Insane run here from the Eagles. Damn. Time for the inaugural KJBL finals, and if you've made it to this point in the video, please I beg you, leave a like and subscribe, as this is taking a really long time. Without further ado, let's get into the finals, because we still have more after. No clutch finishes here in game 1 as the Rockets will go up 1-0 here. Well, I almost missed this one. Here in game 2, Houston leads the series 1-0. You're looking to take the final shot to put the game away. Out to Henderson, no good. Hartford will tie up the series here, 1 apiece. No need to hop into this one, as the Rockets went up 2-1 on the Eagles. And the Eagles have now forced a decisive final in Game 5 to see if they can continue their bid as a Cinderella, or if the Rockets will take the glass slipper and chuck it out the window. Let's see. Let's watch together, shall we? This game does not look like it's going to come down to the wire, as the glass slipper has been taken and thrown out the window. I do believe I put it at 5-game series, as I believe the Houston Rockets are your NBA champions, behind Jackie Keller, who put up 21, 5, and 3 with 2 stocks in the 5-game series. As once again, Houston is your champions. We'll be back to see if anybody has retired, and then we'll do the rest of the offseason as well. Well, as figured, some people had to retire. I don't know if this game can go without making some people retire here. Oops, that's way off. But yeah, a whole bunch of roster fillers. I got tired of making players. At one point I had 500 created players in there, which is max. But on the staff retirements, we are losing assistant coach Bob Weiss for our new rules. We will now have 5-second key violations. We will, let's see, not have any league realignment, I don't think. And now we have the lottery, which will be won by the Knicks, who have the Clipper pick, then the Raptors, and then Cavaliers. And then the Phoenix and Mavericks will round out your top 5. And now we're on into the draft here. We're at the first pick. Knicks select Brian O'Brien, 6'5" point guard out of Auburn. The second pick in the draft, the Toronto Raptors are taking shooting guard, the 6'5" 2 guard Niko Smirdich out of Lithuania. The third pick, Cavaliers are taking 6' point guard Andy Rush out of UCLA. With the fourth pick, the Phoenix are taking Lothar Hasselhoff out of Germany. I'm probably just going to do the top 5 here. And then Ian Daughter is taken by the Mavericks at number 5, and I'll be back with the draft results afterwards. So here are your draft results. The best player in the draft went number 5. So not the highest rated players here. That's your first round. We're not going to look at the second. Okay, actually, you guys convinced me. We'll look at the second round. But the reason you're not seeing any overseas contracts is like this guy here. I added that contract to his age and then took away the contract so he could be in here, and then added 2 overall points to them to make it more fair. And I'll be back in a second. So now we'll just go through each team's top 5 by overall here. Just scroll through everything by team and see who has the highest top 5. Oops, wrong buttons. There will be some teams with a very noticeable lack of players because a lot of guys ended up having 1-year deals, and free agency acts very weird in these lower overall leagues. You can see the Pelicans, they only had 3 players on their entire roster. And finally there's the Wizards. And we're back there. Time for the Summer League. We will just simulate all of the Summer League here for you guys. Get some people that watching Summer League stuff. I probably will hop into the finals here. Be back when we get to it though. Well, I guess Houston will take both the regular title and the Summer League title. So that's cool. And as we approach midnight here, I can finally say that this video will come to an end with me showing you what's next to come for next year's draft, which is headlined by 370 overalls, including maybe the next face of the league, Dusty Erickson. But without further ado, my name is KJ. I hope you liked the video. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe. It really helps out. And most two important things of all, have a good day and stay safe wherever you may be. KJ's out of here for T.R.G Gaming.